times never seem so good. So good, so good, so good. What's going on, beer lovers? Welcome to another episode. I'm Harry.
I'm Hagrid.
And I'm Lord Voldemort.
And today we are at the Fullerton Arboretum for the OC Brewers Mash.
Now this thing put on every year by the OC Brewers Guild is essentially a home run walk after 13 Great American Beer Fest Awards and 12 World Beer Cup Awards this past year.
So I don't know about you guys, but I'm ready to get my drink on.
Well, let's have some beer. So the first beer of the day for me is from Laguna Beach Brewing Company. This is called Pageant of the Brewmaster. It is a hazy double IPA at 8.3%. We've tried a few of their beers over the last couple years, really seen some growth out of them, so I'm really excited to see how this one tastes. Cheers. Oh.
I really don't know why. Okay, can we stop?
Oh man. Guys, what a good way to start the day. This has got fantastic notes of apricot and peach right on the nose. You dig in, it's more of it. Oh my God, I'm getting so much peach on my palate right now. And then towards the end, you get that bitter bite from the double IPA. It's not super strong. If you're a hophead, this probably isn't gonna be enough bitterness for you, but for me, it's just right.
Okay, so when it comes out to starting the night right, you gotta go, light, a little bit easy. This is the Main Tower Pilsner from Laguna Beach Brewing Company, 5.5%, and Pilsners are a great way to start the day. Cheers. Goes down smooth, a little hop bitterness, very, very, potent for 5.5%, but it tastes like, Bud Light as far as alcohol content goes. I mean, this thing drinks well, it's light, it's easygoing, and you get a little hop with you. A good way to start the night. All right, guys, so I have here another beer from Artifacts. We've been there, you can see our previous episode. We've seen them a lot at other beer festivals, but this is something new. It's called Stack the Greens. It's 7.4%, it's a fresh hopped IPA. So, those fresh hops always go really quickly and always seem to make a really good, bright beer. So I can't wait to try this, guys. Cheers. Ooh. It is a hop punch, but then it goes away. You get a good tasting beer. The alcohol's there. It's not too light, so you're getting good alcohol presence with it that stacks with the hop presence. It is real easy drinking, and at being at 7.4%, you can drink these, not all day, but you can drink these all day and pass out. That's how good they are.
All right, so my first beer of the night is going to be actually from Taps Brewing, and it is called Sky Puppy. It is a pale ale, 5.3% ABV. Oh, I can already get the nice notes of like the hop. I'm not really sure what hop variety they're doing, but it smells delicious. So let's give it a shot.
That's what I like to hear. Hagrid is so rad. Yeah, Hagrid doesn't fucking feel it. Cheers, man.
Hoppy, bitter, nice piney, earthy taste going on with this. I definitely prefer this pale ale to maybe a citrus pale ale, but yeah, nice piney, earthy deliciousness on the back end as well. Loving it.
All right, so these bastards decided to review Taps Brewing without me. I've been there. It is an amazing place, and if you watch our episode, you can tell how cool that place is. They've won many awards, and this is a beer from them that they haven't had before. None of our guys have had. It's called Chev. It's 4.5%. It's a cerveza type lager, and you know, still easy drinking but delicious. I'll take that all day. Cheers. Why would you go for a Corona or any of those other like Mexican watery beers that you just have floating around at some you know, beer party? No, forget that. You want to grab this all day. Chev is, you know, crisp, delicious, easy drinking, and oh, amazing. That's how good it is. Alright guys, so I have something special here. This is from the brewery. This is called Etane. It's 16.3%. Wow, number one. Number two, this was blended from 3 different anniversary ales that they've had before. So it's in honor of their 10th anniversary. It is amazing, it's cool, and I can't wait to try this. This looks like a beast, and knowing the brewery with their high alcohol beers, what else is there to say? Cheers. Now, one thing I forgot to say is this was rested in bourbon barrels, and you can taste that immediately because you get that good vanilla-y, oaky flavor off of it, but oh my god, it is so smooth, so caramely. It just flows right down your gullet, and at 16.3%, I can't taste it. This is the most dangerous beer probably at the Brewers Mash, and you know, I may go back for seconds.
All right, so we're in a different area of the festival now, and the first brewery I saw was Bottle Logic. So of course, I have to stop by and try their beer. This one is called Pumpkin Pie, P-I, not pie like eating a pie. It's 5.3%. It's a pumpkin ale, obviously. I wanted to try this because I'm currently brewing a pumpkin ale for Halloween myself. So it's kind of fun to compare other pumpkin ales. So here we go. Cheers. Wow. If you haven't tried a Bottle Logic beer yet, you need to. So many people talk shit on pumpkin ales. Try this pumpkin ale and tell me that you don't like pumpkin ales. It has got the perfect blend of goriness and those pumpkin spices. You get it on the nose and you get it in the body. It's absolutely delicious.
Alright, so coming up here is from Bottle Logic. It's going to be Let the Grind Begin. It's a 10.1 Imperial Sweet Stout. You know how I love my dark beers, so I am digging this color right here. Oh, it looks beautiful. Nice notes of coffee, lactose. It's good. Definitely get a nice coffee note going on. Nice mouthfeel. I have to say it's probably a little too sweet for me personally. But for anyone who enjoys like a sweeter, darker beer, this is it right here. Cheers.
All right, guys. So being Hagrid has its benefits, and this is a big, big benefit. This is Bottle Logic's The Spice Must Flow. It's 11.9%, and it is an amazing beer. If you have not had it, I have not had it, but the rave reviews on it all over the internet tell me that I need to be drinking this right now. So enough talk, more drink. Cheers.
And I have one.
Okay, so Jeff, Mr. Oh, I'm so good, I'm the big beer guy. I have a bottle of this in my fridge. You know, we're not all blessed like Jeff is, but this is an amazing beer. He's in for quite a surprise when he cracks open that bottle, because it is rich, it has that good Bottle Logic sweet, you know, barrel rested flavor, but the pumpkin, it all melts together and flows. The spice is just, oh my god, it is... It leaves you speechless. I mean, I'm full of words and I'm, you know, speechless because this beer's just that good, that complex, that just, the technique of Bottle Logic beers are just so amazing, and I'm done talking, I'm drinking this. Leave me alone, bye.
Alright, so next in my glass is actually from Rip Brewing Company in Huntington, and it is called Crimson Killa. It is a red ale, 6.5 ABV. You know how I love my red ales. This has a nice tint to it right now, so It's a little orangey, but it's quite beautiful still. So let's see what it's like. So definitely more of a hoppy red ale than like a sweet malty red ale. I'm definitely missing some of that malt characteristics. Lots of hop, lots of bitterness happening. So it's not really a red ale to me, but I mean, if you like hoppy beers, then this hoppy red ale would be good for you.
So I have a beer from Chapman Crafted. This is called B is for Brownie. It is 9.1% and it's a brownie stout. Never heard of a brownie stout, but sounds really freaking delicious. On top of that, they brewed it with show chocolate, and I'm gonna pair the chocolate with the brownie beer. So here we go. Cheers. Oh yeah. Sorry, that took like 20 seconds, I know. So, first thing I'll tell you, 9.1%. We're early on in the night and this is drinking really light. I'm actually really surprised. I pictured brownie. I thought it was gonna be heavy, thick, like syrup. And it's actually quite soft on the tongue. You get a lot of chocolate on it. I mean, it's a ton of chocolate. But then you bite into this and then you're really happy. This chocolate's amazing. I'm actually more impressed with the chocolate than the beer. Sorry, Chapman. This is a really good beer. This is really good chocolate, so yummy.
All right, guys, so I have here another one from Chapman. This is Divine Sunshine. It's 5.9%, a pale ale that's hazy. And, it's kind of appropriate that I'm, reviewing this beer because I kind of look like a bad drag queen. Not saying anything about you, Divine. Now, let's try this out, guys. Cheers. Oh my. It's hazy without the guilt. So it's not overly boozy, it's not overly weighty as far as the malts go. But if you're looking for good hop flavor, that was good fruity, like hop flavors from the galaxy and stuff like that, it comes at you in waves. It is delicious, it's light, but it's almost a little too light, a little too empty. I want a little more body from this maybe. But being a pale ale, 5.9%, who can complain? All right, guys, so we love Gunwale. They have been some of our nicest people to us. We haven't been to them yet. We're gonna be there soon. But this is one of their beers. It's called Friends in Dry Places.
Yeah, and so this is actually going to be a saison with prickly pear,
lemon, and
lime. Oh, so
6%. So it's going to be a good drinker, but not too heavy. Going a little funky here, especially going into the night here at the Brewers Mash. Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh. That smell, you get prickly pear and those citrusy notes. It is so good.
Yeah, that lime is coming in hot. So, and it's good. It's not like funky and wild.
No,
so
it's very contained. It's a little sour, but it's not overly funky. You're not getting a lot of those, funky flavors from the different strains of the wild yeast. But that being said, it's still highly drinkable, a little tart, and just amazing drinkability.
Yeah, it's delicious. Loving that prickly pear. Loving it. So
good job, Gunwale.
Yes.
All right, so my next beer is also from Gunwale Ales. This is called Skedaddle. It's a wet hop Belgian ale at 5.9%, I believe. Sounded incredible. I love Belgian beers. I love hops being showcased in a beer. And well, the other one looked a little too funky for my taste, so I figured let's go for this one. Here we go. Cheers. Oh my God, that's awesome. So you get a ton of just Belgian flavors out of those malts throughout the body. Actually didn't get a lot of hops during the whole main event, but right at the finish, all those hop flavors come out on the back end. Bitterness is like a 0. This isn't even close to a bitter beer. This is a Belgian beer that showcases hops. and the hops you get all at the end. This is super drinkable. I mean, at 5.9%, I would put these down real fast.
All right, so next up is a beautiful looking sour from Paparazzi. It is called Bobbin for Apples. It is going to be a 5.6 ABV, and it is a fermented sour with apples. So, and it's fitting for Halloween. You can already smell like the funky sour notes going on. Oh, this is not disappointing at all. And I'll be honest, it's tart, but it's like a Granny Smith tartness. It's not overpowering, right? Some sours can really just blow your palate out. That's not what I'm getting from here. I even get maybe a slight, yeah, just a beautiful Granny Smith like tartness. Oh, I love it. I'm loving it. I'm loving it.
All right, so we are at the Honey Pot Meadery tent, and they were kind enough to pour us a special beer. This was in a growler. This was not one that they were serving necessarily to the public. And Justin, what are we about to drink?
All right, this is their Blueberry Vanilla Mead. It's 14.7%. Wow. And just smelling it, oh my God.
It looks like pure syrup too, guys. I mean, it's like, it looks like purple syrup. It's crazy.
It's purple drank and it's good deliciousness, guys. Cheers.
Cheers.
Oh my God.
Whoa.
That man's doing witchcraft. Lock him up, string him up,
Guys,
burn him at the stake.
Do you remember when you were a kid how you could buy those little honey sticks and they all had different flavors? This is like if they made one of those honey sticks with blueberry and vanilla. It's so much honey, but in such a good way. And then the blueberry and vanilla just carries all the way through.
You could drink this straight. You could have this on like on ice cream. You could have it on waffles. I could just smear it all over my body. I mean, that's how good it is.
No one wants to picture that, Justin.
That's just what I'm,
Not even.
right here.
But guys, I am telling you, this is incredible. 14.7, are you freaking kidding me?
It doesn't taste like it at all.
In fact, like Justin was saying, you can put it with food because you would never even know it's alcohol. It's just delicious. My mouth is salivating like crazy right now.
Now these guys are not open to the public yet. I would suggest getting in line because I think Jeff's heading there right after we're done with this show. So, you know, get everything, because that's how good it is. He's licking the glass, folks.
Okay, everyone, so from Stereo Brewing, I have a brand new Hazy IPA. They've only made a few this year, and they've all been really good, so I'm excited to try this one. It's called Do It Again. It is a hazy IPA with citrus notes, I believe 6%. I think it's 6%. But yeah, dude, Stereo has been killing it. They've only been open a couple of years, already winning beer festival awards and all kinds of stuff. So let's try it out. Cheers. Oh. Guys, great citrus notes on the body. And then you get this nice citrus pithy finish with like the beautiful hoppy bite of a West Coast style IPA. This is a merger of the East and West Coast styles, and it's really good. It also helps that it's ice cold right now. It's coming out beautifully. Yeah, I mean, it's Stereo, guys. If you haven't heard of Stereo, now you have.
Alright guys, so you know all about Stereo Brewing. We've been there. You can see our review in the past, just look at below. But this is Wall of Sound. It's 5.6%, it's an oatmeal stout, and I have no need to review it because we've already reviewed it in the past. But the reason why I have this beer right now is to tell you how good this beer is. It's 5.6%, it's an oatmeal stout, and it's now a two-time Great American Beer Fest award winner, winning gold in 2017 and 2018 winning a bronze. This thing is delicious. It tastes amazing, and we reviewed it back before it didn't win any awards, and we loved it then. We loved it then, it tastes great now, and it is so good. If you guys haven't been to Stereo, why haven't you? Get on down to Anaheim, get on down, just down that 91. It is amazing, it is delicious, and you will find some amazing beers there.
All right, so I have a beer from a brand new brewery in Orange County. It's called Gamecraft Brewing. They literally just opened a couple months ago, just started brewing some beers. This one is a mix between an East Coast and a West Coast style IPA. It's called Try Harder. I guess I would call it an East Coast, West Coast Hazy IPA, something like that. 6.3%. And man, this is my first Gamecraft beer, guys, so I'm really excited. Here we go. Cheers. Ooh. Wow. They don't disappoint, guys. It's definitely a fusion of West and East Coast. You get a lot of passion fruit on the nose. You get that unique passion fruit aroma that we all know and love. When you dig in, it's like a total juice bomb. And then the hop bitterness just builds on the back end until the finish. And now my palate's just covered in just bitter hoppy goodness. It's really interesting. It's fruity, it's bitter, it's tasty. I dig it. Can't wait to try more beers from you guys.
Alright guys, so I have another beer here from Gamecraft. You might say this might be one of their earliest beers. It's called Early Access. It's a Amarillo blonde at 4%, and they say it's, you know, light, crushable, everything you could expect from a blonde, and at 4% it should be damn crushable. Cheers. Dang. It's funny that they call themselves Gamecraft, and this Early Access falls right in line because this is a perfect game beer. I want to have this instead of like all those other high volume beers. I want to play like beer pong with this. I want to play flip cup with this. I want to have any game that you can drink a beer with this beer. It's tasty, it's easy, it's light, and it's refreshing. And I can drink these all night long without, you know, feeling too bad about myself. So, well done, guys. Oh, hello. So my buddy and I wanted to review this beer. It's called Happily Deceased, just like he is. It's 7.3%. It's a West Coast IPA, and it's from Green Cheek. Now, you guys know them as the place in Anaheim where Evan, the brewer, has happily made his residency and makes amazing beers. And well, this one may knock me out and may knock me dead too, because it's Happily Deceased. Cheers. Now, for those of you who don't know who Evan is, he made his bread and butter in West Coast IPAs. This knocks you out dead. It's strong, it's tasty, it's clear, it's dank, it's rich, it's everything you want in a West Coast IPA. It is just an amazing beer, and I mean, it'll knock you dead. That's how good it is. The flavor, the alcohol content, the malts, the hops, everything is just dialed up to 11 and just knocks you out. It is delicious, and you know, if I have a couple more of these, I will be happily deceased.
All right, so I have a beer from Tustin Brewing Company. This is a Portola Breakfast Stout. It's brewed with cocoa nibs and coffee beans. It's 8.5%, and I love Portola coffee, so I wanted to try it. So here we go. Cheers.
Evan's a good friend. Rick's a good friend.
Oh.
I love my brewing.
Oh God. This is everything you want in a stout, guys. Fantastic coffee notes, deep, rich chocolate, just a hint of vanilla to really carry the beer. High drinkability. I want to drink this for breakfast every single morning. This is incredible. Yeah. So I have another beer from Green Cheek Brewing. This is called Starry Configuration. It is a double dry hopped, double IPA at 9.1%. They actually had a can release of this today at noon. I was supposed to be there but got way too hungover from a Halloween party, so I didn't make it, but thankfully they have it here so I don't completely miss out. Here we go. Cheers.
Yeah.
Oh man. Oh Evan. Oh Evan, how I love thee. Not only do you make beers with beautiful tiny bubbles, but you make the most incredible hazy IPAs. This thing just is filled with passion fruit and guava, nose, mouth, start, finish. It is a total juice bomb, 9.1%. It doesn't taste like it. It's just fucking fantastic. I love you, Evan, and I love you, Green Cheek, and I love this beer. Cheers. All right, so Justin and I are gonna review this beer together. We have one from Beechwood. Justin, what's it called?
It is called Dia de los Mangoes. It is 7%. It is a sour ale with mango, tamarind, and chili. So, I mean, Dia de los Muertos?
Something like that.
Little Mexican heritage.
The name and the beer like ingredients remind me of those Mexican candies that we used to get from the ice cream man back in the day. I'm really curious to try it. I haven't had a lot of sour beers from Beechwood, so this is a new one for me. Cheers. Cheers.
So Beechwood, in addition to having the regular brewery, has the blendery, which is where they do all their sours and stuff like that. And this is very, very interesting because you get that sour mango flavor, you get the tamarind, and then that little chili tickle at the back of your throat right at the end.
So I was gonna say the same thing. I was expecting a little bit more chili on this. I thought it was gonna have a little bit more of a spicy kick. The body of it is really just like a really solid mango sour. But just like Justin said, all of a sudden you finish, your beer's done, and then you feel the little tickle in your throat from that chili spice. I mean, personally, I wanted a little bit more of the chili in the actual body of the beer, but still really good. I love mango. Mango is friggin' delicious.
Not overly boozy, 7%. It's not a lot of heavy beer malts, but still, it's a very, very good sour ale from a brewery that has many, many different awards. Great American Beer Fest and World Beer Cup Awards. So, very well done, guys, and good way to continue the night. Onwards and upwards.
All right, so we have a very special beer that we're about to review. This is from the Good Beer Company. They're based in Santa Ana. I used to live there a few years ago. My good friend Christian is one of the brewers there, and they've been doing some amazing things, and I haven't gotten my hands on any of their beer of recent, so I'm really excited. What are we drinking today?
Bibble.
Bibble. This is a pastry sour. It's 4%, and they did a really small can run. The color looks awesome.
Yes, it does.
And it sounds really unique. I don't know if I've ever had a pastry sour before, so let's dig in.
It says lots of blueberries, so let's see.
So the way they described it to us was a pastry sour with blueberries and vanilla. It tastes like you had a blueberry scone in your mouth.
Yep.
It is amazingly flavorful. There's no really boozy flavor to it, but the blueberry, the vanilla, and that like pastry, like grainy, tasty pastry flavor coats your mouth in an
Let's not
amazing
forget
way.
the sourness of it as well. It's not overly sour, but it's just sour enough. Almost like again, it reminds me of like raw blueberries, right? Like you just ate some delicious raw blueberries. So
Getting enough
so
there,
good
sir?
that Jeff's trying to get anything he
I know,
can out of the can.
I'm like trying to spill it all out. I don't know how to explain this beer personally. Do you guys say scone? Like a blueberry scone?
Yeah, like
Yeah,
a blueberry scone,
like a
muffin.
pastry, a blueberry pastry.
Yeah, it's definitely got like that doughy quality to it. For me, the biggest part is the blueberry and vanilla. They just play so
Yes.
perfectly together. I don't think I've ever seen a blueberry and vanilla flavored beer that pairs this perfectly. So, Good Beer Company. You know what? We're gonna come do an episode with you guys because it's been too long already, and this is fucking incredible. So, cheers.
Cheers.
So, from Barley Forge, we have their new anniversary beer. They're having their 4-year anniversary on the 25th of October. Tonight it's the 20th, so it's only in 5 days. Justin, what are we drinking?
This is the Emotional Support Squirrel. Now it's 10.4%. It is delicious, and at the heart of Hagrid, of course, beats Barley Forge. So without further ado, gentlemen, cheers.
Cheers.
God damn.
Whoa! Whoa!
For a double IPA and a 10.4, it is It is not overly bitter.
No.
First off, right? Which is, with a double IPA, you absolutely expect it to be overly bitter in some way. But it is delicious.
It's packed with like this beautiful citrus orange flavor. It's literally there from start to finish, still lingering on my palate. There is a good bitterness factor to it, but it blends really well with the orange flavor and the malt. Everything carries really well together.
And this, of course, comes from one of the best breweries, not only in the OC, but in the country. These guys have won World Beer Cup Awards. These guys have won Great American Beer Fest Awards. These guys are the best in Orange County, and probably some of the best beers that they make in the country. If you get yourself down to Barley Forge in Costa Mesa, you have just this homely experience that we had. You can see that in our episode that was previous, but these guys make amazing beers and amazing food on top of it, and we love them.
All right, so from Bootleggers Brewing Company, we have a very awesome beer. You guys saw us in the last episode where we actually went to Bootleggers. We reviewed Far Out IPA with Thai tea. Well, this is Far Out IPA, but it is called Far Out Fog IPA, and it's 7.1%. It's basically a hazy version of their Far Out IPA. And it definitely is hazy. I'm curious how it comes out. Let's try it. Cheers. Oh, wow. I'm gonna say it. It's better than the original. Straight up. The nice thing about Far Out IPA is it's got great citrusy dank notes to it, but adding the ingredients that make this a hazy beer, it actually gives it a very soft mouthfeel. It's really smooth. The bitterness doesn't overwhelm your palate, and it's just soft and juicy and delicious. One thing I'm gonna say, and I said it before I even touched this, is do this again, but with the Thai tea. The Thai tea Far Out IPA is probably in my top 10 or 20 favorite beers of all time. You turn it into a hazy, it's a home run, and this is a home run. So I could just imagine how much better it would be. But enough talking, I'm just gonna enjoy this. Cheers.
All right, so what we have from Bootleggers now is going to be the Pumpkin Ale. It is a 6.1 ABV. It has a beautiful pumpkin-looking color to it, right? Maybe a little oranger would be nice, but you know, Jeff brewed a pumpkin ale recently, so we've been trying pumpkin ales, to check it out. Look for that video coming up. But let's taste it and see what's going on. Alright, so definitely some nice like molasses, nutmeg, pumpkin spice flavors coming in. The one thing I'm not really picking up a lot right now is going to be the actual pumpkin itself. I get a sweetness, I get the pumpkin spice flavors, but pumpkin, maybe a little bit right now on the back end, but not much else. So we'll see what our Jeff's tastes like when it actually is carbonated and ready to drink. So hopefully it tastes better than this one though.
Alright guys, so I got one more here from Bootleggers. They're growing all over the place. They started out in Fullerton, they're now all over the place. If you guys can't find them, you know, look them up. They're probably right next to you. They're opening like wildfire. It's like McDonald's, but even better. I mean, it's beer. This is one of their cool new beers. It's called Negative Pluto. It's a brewed IPA at 7.4%. Yeah, brewed IPAs, you know, tend to be a little bit drier, a little bit more, you know, reserved in the flavors, but, you know, gives a little bit more drinkability. Let's see how this compares to some of the other ones we've had. Cheers. So like what I said with the brewed IPA, it's, you know, they kind of tend to pull back on the flavors, the booziness, for that more drinkable, you know, nature of the brewed IPA. And this comes at it very, very well. 7.4%, still very, very, you know, a little boozy for an IPA, but you know, it's so crushable, so drinkable, but you get those good IPA flavors, you get those malts, a good amount of hops, and it tastes really well. It goes down easy. A very, very good one, and Negative Pluto, very positive to me.
So guys, check out who I found. It's Jeremy from Tapping Out Show. That's right. And we're at the All-American Ale Works tent. And Jeremy, what are we drinking right now? I'll help you out, buddy. It is called Dude Where's My Lederhosen. It's a Oktoberfest style beer, so like a German Marzen. It's 5%. And you know what? I love All-American.
Same here.
And they're neighbors with another favorite brewery of ours, Honey Pot Beatery.
Very much so.
So this is one I've never tried. I'm stoked to try it. So cheers, buddy.
Cheers. Oh. You know what's kind of funny? It almost has kind of a Westphalia Dunkelweizen kind of dry red, still really crisp, really good. Really good.
This is a beer for John. John.
John. What do we got here?
Take a sip of it. Don't even think about it.
Maltastic.
It's maltastic, guys.
Maltastic.
That's why I knew John would love that.
Absolutely.
Beautiful, rich, really sweet malts. Like, you really get the malt flavor out of this.
All American.
And it's still light, it's crisp, it's got a beautiful finish to it. Really crisp finish.
It's a great thing you can hold the tongue to.
Yeah, pretty much.
This is All-American Ale Works, yeah.
Never disappoints.
I love you guys.
Seriously.
Cheers. So we have a beer from Unsung Brewing Company. It's in collaboration with Gamecraft, brand new brewery on the OC scene. This is called Ultimate Alliance. It's a juicy IPA, 6.5%. I love Unsung. They're my neighbor. They're one of my favorite breweries in Orange County. And they're pairing with Gamecraft, so I'm super stoked to try this. So here we go. Cheers. You know what's funny? I can be honest with you. This is really good, but it straight up reminds me of Cat's Eye. So if you guys know Unsung, or if you watch the channel, you know that Unsung has a hazy series. It's called the Nebuloid series. And one of their first iterations ever, or one of their first beers ever, was called Cat's Eye. And it's a hazy IPA. This has got straight up peach and citrus all over it. Reminds me a lot of it. Super delicious, super drinkable. I don't expect any less from Unsung, so Gamecraft, Unsung, sounds like a match made in heaven. Cheers.
Alright guys, so obviously we're feeling the party, and we got a party here in your mouth from Unsung. It's called Shiver and Shake. It's a 6% campfire stout with s'more flavoring, so graham cracker, chocolate, marshmallow. You know, we've had these kind of stouts before. High water, think of that. But I think this might be better. Cheers.
I think so too. It's from Unsung.
This doesn't have any salt and pepper in it, but it makes you dance like salt and pepper.
Delicious chocolate notes, a nice just like pillowy taste to it going on for the marshmallow, and a biscuity for that graham cracker taste. It is definitely good. It's got like a smoky almost?
It has that smoky flavor,
Yeah.
like a roasted marshmallow.
Yes.
You have the chocolate flavor, you have the good malts from the graham cracker flavor. Everything combines very, very well. If you've had that campfire stout from High Water Brewing, it tastes like that, but turned up to 11. It is
Yes.
delicious, it's rich, and it has everything that you're looking for, and the flavors just come out in full. Unsung, we know you do great stuff, but this is an 11.
Cheers.
Cheers.
All right, so I have here from from Four Sons Brewing Company in Huntington Beach. I have Land of Opportunity, but it's with blood orange. It's 6.3%, and I love blood orange. Land of Opportunity is one of my favorite beers from that brewery, and so it sounds like a match made in heaven. I'm super stoked to try it. Here we go. Cheers. Beautiful bitter notes from start to finish. I love that the blood orange isn't overpowering. It's not like a fruited beer. It just is there as an accent. It's soft, it's highly drinkable, 6.3%. I could go to this all day long. Best part is Four Sons, they distribute cans all over Southern California, and I'm pretty sure you guys distribute cans like beyond Southern California, right?
Yes, we're in 5 states.
In 5 states now.
5 states.
So I'm just saying, blood orange, Land of Opportunity. I'm a happy camper. Cheers. So that's gonna do it here at the OC Brewers Mash. We had a great old time, tried some amazing beers. Apparently Sweet Caroline's playing in the background, so these two are getting really excited. I want to thank Errica from OC Brewers Guild. Thank you so much for inviting us, and OC Brewers Guild in general, because this is an amazing event. If you live in Orange County, you live in SoCal, you should come to this event every year. It's a lot of fun. People in costumes, great beer.
Yes.
I mean, you couldn't ask for more.
You couldn't ask for more.
And we're here, so.
Now guys, if you like this video, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. And let us know down in the comments what beer festival you think we should go to next.
Absolutely. And so until next time, we'll see you again on
Let's have some beer.
Cheers.